What is a movie cliché that you never really see? Person A. How do I know that I can trust you? Person B. You don't. Person A immediately proceeds to trust person B, turning the TV onto the correct channel at exactly the right moment to catch a relevant, potentially life-changing news broadcast from the very beginning. No one ever wants to give their partner the benefit of the doubt. So many characters get caught doing something seemingly suspicious that could be explained, justified by giving context. But, of course, no one wants to take the 10 seconds to hear it. I can explain. 30 minutes later. Still hasn't explained people and then rolling over and going to sleep. Do people actually just let it ooze out and then sleep in a wet spot all night? I don't think I've ever seen one person miss a basketball shot in a movie. Ever. Except in basketball movies. Asking someone out on a date. Saying, pick you up at 8. Then just leaving. No question on where they live or where they'll pick them up from. No matter what crowded city or time of day it is. There will always be an open parking spot right exactly in front of wherever they're driving to. I was a chef for 20 years. I waited 20 years for someone to say, "You're bleeding," when often is in the kitchen, just so I could reply, "I ain't got time to bleed." Quote from Predator. It never happened. Pensive face. When two characters get out of a car and one says, "So what are we doing here? Where are we?" Or, "What's the plan?" As if they didn't just have the entire car ride to discuss this. I've never had a friend say, "I'll explain later," and then sit silently in traffic until we get there and then, "Okay, so here the deal." I guess Op is asking for movie clichés that never happen in real life, but there actually are some classic movie clichés that somehow became clichés while almost never actually being used in any movies. The two that immediately come to mind are the bandit tying the damsel to a train track was only used in a couple of very obscure early silent shorts, and mysteries where it turns out the butler did it has been used ironically a few times, but someone did a survey once and only turned up one minor Agatha Christie novel that used this trope earnestly. I also had a student ask me once which movie it was that started the cliché of a private eye sitting at his desk with a bottle of hooch when a dame walks in who looked like trouble, and was shocked when I realized I couldn't name a single movie that actually begins that way in earnest, though. Again, it's been used ironically a few times. Incidentally, I don't think any of those clichés ever happen much in real life either. So double whammy. There's no time to explain. Well, I mean, in the same time it took to say that. You could have said, "There's a man chasing after me," or "We have to get to the hospital," or literally any other simple phrase that gives a general idea of what the asterisk is happening. 19-year-old part-timer at a fast food restaurant. Living by themselves in a luxurious 2-bedroom apartment downtown in a major city. If somebody accidentally misspeaks or fumbles over their words in a movie or TV show, it always is of great importance. And characters always just read way more into dialogue than people do in real life. The meet cute, where two folks bump into each other at the grocery store and end up chatting. Then dating. Then breaking up over a misunderstanding. Then getting back together. I love Sons of Anarchy, but one thing always bugged me about it. Motorcycle chase scenes with old Impalas or similar vehicles. Even larger motorcycles can accelerate and corner much better than a car from the 70s. I'm trying to get in shape. I would really prefer a 3-minute montage instead of the way I'm doing it right now. Someone who stalks their crush. And not only doesn't wind up on the wrong side of an arrest warrant and/or a restraining order, but actually gets into a relationship with that person, who clearly doesn't think they're a creep. You're about to go on stage in front of many people. You're nervous and kind of mess up for whatever reason. Like you touch the mic and it makes that obnoxious loud sound. The crowd may start booing. Then however you perform brilliantly. Like you didn't just embarrass yourself in front of 200 people. And when you're done, someone starts clapping slowly and then everyone joins. You win the competition and get to go out with your crush. When someone breaks a dish or wine glass and immediately cuts themselves while trying to clean it up, most of time they are crying while doing this. I mean, come on. Or lighting an old picture or letter on fire and then just casually dropping it into a waste basket. People enjoying asterisk in the shower. It is really just taking turns at being cold and having the wrong lubricant. Bit of a curveball, but my girlfriend always points out how if someone leaves a voicemail where they say how much they love their girlfriend, wife, husband, etc., then they're basically dying in the next scene. I am now terrified of leaving her voicemails.